In this video, we're going to go over importing into Pro Tools. Importing into Pro Tools can be used for an array of things. If you need specific tracks from a specific session, if you want to group tracks off into a brand new session for a remix, if you're mastering a full album and you want to import bounced tracks into a session, this is the way you do it. First, go to File, Import, and then you can choose what you want. You can import session data, which includes all the things that are right below this. You can do imports of audio, MIDI, video, and clip groups. Out of all the imports, audio, MIDI, and video can also be drag and dropped into a session. I'm going to go ahead and do session data. Once you decide that you want to import session data, you need to choose a session that you want to import. So I'm just going to look through some things and pick one. In the top left-hand corner, you can see what version of Pro Tools it was created by, the type of session it is, the name of it. You can see its start time, you can see its time code, its bit depth, its sample rate, and the type of audio files it uses. Below that, you'll see the MIDI option. You can choose to change everything to the format that your new session is in, or you can make sure that you consolidate from the source material. If you're going to use video, you can link to the original source media, or you can have it copy over. This one has no video, so everything's grayed out. Next to this, you can go to timecode mapping. This doesn't really make a difference if you're only working with audio and no relation to video. If you want to offset the tracks, you can push everything back by whatever you'd like, here in track offset. Let's say you were mastering a project. If you wanted to make sure everything fell right behind the other, you can choose the exact bar where one ends and have the next one start there. Your sample rate conversion options are here. This way you can upsample, downsample, or whatever you may have. Using a higher sample rate will only work if the original files were recorded at a higher sample rate. Otherwise, you're most likely going to be going down. You can choose your quality here, and generally speaking, if this is for the final print, you're going to want it best or tweak head. Now, let's go to tracks. To insert a track, all you have to do is click it. If you want all the tracks, hold Alt and then click. But I just want all the violins, so I'm going to go ahead and select each one. If I already had tracks in the session, I'd be able to replace the contents and it would pop up in the destination. But because the session is blank, that's not an option I have. All right, now for session data. Because you're almost always going to have a BPM in your songs, make sure that if you're importing session data, you have import tempo selected. Markers or memory locations will also be helpful, and window configurations are also really helpful if you're editing a track. My presettings are going to help you if you're still recording. When it comes to main playlist options, I'm just going to turn off alternate playlists. Okay, now we're ready to import. As you can see, it's loading up all of the waves. Depending on your hard drive, sample rate, and the RAM you have, this could take a little bit of time. All right, so the part of the session I want is loaded. Let's check. As you can see, my mixing points, my plugins, also my deactivated plugins, and all of my clip files and waves are all exactly like my original file. And those are the key import functions of Pro Tools 12.